Happy Rivalry Week, Fort Mill. I'm Thart.
And I'm Lane. That intro was just in time for the very anticipated launch of the second season of Stranger Things. The first season had over 21.7 million viewers, being one of the most watched shows on Netflix ever.
It was released exactly at 3:01 a.m. this morning, and I know a ton of people across the nation will be glued to their screens this weekend. And I'm sure I'll be one of them, but I'm going to have to wait until tomorrow, because tonight we will be right here at Bob Jones Stadium, where Fort Mill will take on Nation Ford in this year's Milltown Showdown.
But before we get to all that, we still have a great show for you guys, and we're going to kick it all off with a check-in with sports.
Thanks, Lane. I'm definitely excited for tonight's matchup against NAFO, but first we've got a few more sports to catch up on from this week. Girls golf finished 13th overall at the state match last Monday, bringing their season to a close. The cheer team finished second on Wednesday night in the region championships at Nation Ford. The girls tennis team defeated Boiling Springs on Tuesday night, as Wallace Cortazar, Amelia Hall, and Jamie Petrella took victories in their singles matches, and doubles team Courtney Templeton and Lucia Williams came out on top in their match to send the team into the third round of the playoffs, where they would defeat Malden 4-2. The girls tennis team will compete in the Upper State Championship for the first time in team history. Okay, now that we've gotten you all caught up on this week's sports, it's finally time to get you hyped up for tonight's rivalry game.
Hey, final three, win on 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Moore straight back in the fire, deep ball down the middle of the field, got a man down there, wide open, caught, and gonna take it to the house. That's Sebastian Rock. Ball sweep, Shane Boyle dives from the pylon, touchdown, Fort Mill. Now here he goes in motion, they'll run the same thing, but they're gonna hand it off this time. Grant Stevens inside, spins off a block, and Grant Stevens takes it in the end zone, touchdown, Fort Mill. Middle of the field, he's got Bartow Keller, touchdown, Fort Mill. Hit him in stride at the 5. Give it off to Jackson Randall. Randall in the end zone for his second touchdown of the night.
It's over now, boys. It's over now.
Marr takes out, straight drop, looks to pass, going to fire to the far corner of the end zone, looking for Shane Boyle. Boyle in the air, does he hang on to it? End zone, touchdown, Fort Mill Yellow Jackets.
Thanks, guys. The theme for tonight's game is Pink Out, so be sure to join us here at Bob Jones Stadium to support your Yellow Jackets as well as the fight against breast cancer.
Now, we do have some talented athletes here at Fort Mill, and some even get to go play at the next level. Last year's graduating class alone was awarded almost $16 million in both academic and athletic scholarships.
But even if you're not super stellar in sports or a genius in the classroom, there are still some pretty strange scholarships out there for you. If you're left-handed or even unusually tall, there's a scholarship for that. Here's Charles with more.
There are plenty of ways to get money for college other than being an exceptional athlete or having good grades. And that's good news for you, Thart, because we know you're not getting a scholarship for golf. There are over 50 organizations willing to give money for just about anything, from physical appearance to having a nice personality. There are lots of scholarships that fit anyone from our Fort Mill family, but I found 4 of the more interesting ones. Many people like ice cream, but has anyone ever thought of being a flavor of ice cream? If you have, the Flavor of the Month scholarship is just for you. All you have to do is write a 250-word or less essay about which flavor of ice cream you would be and why to earn up to $1,500. If you can't handle all the sweets and you take more interest in vegetables or groceries, the Asparagus Club is willing to give $2,000 per semester to anyone wanting to help ensure the health of grocery retailers. Some people may have experience calling ducks, but if you think your skills are superb, then you can enter the Chicken Sophie Major Memorial Duck Calling Contest and win up to $2,000. Not all scholarships require a special skill. Girls over 5'10" and boys over 6'2" can get $1,000 for simply just being tall from the Tall Clubs International Foundation. To see more weird and unusual scholarships you can apply for, go to my Twitter, @thebuzz_Charles, to find what fits you best. I'm Charles, reporting for The Buzz.
Thanks, Charles. I think the ice cream flavor of the month is definitely the scholarship for me, and I'm pretty dedicated to my mint chocolate chip.
It's crazy how easy it can be to earn money for college by doing the simplest of things. Although neither of us have decided where we want to go for the next 4 years, Camden has officially committed to, drumroll please, the Culinary Institute of America in New York.
Now, I don't think he should give up his TV talents yet because maybe he could be the next Gordon Ramsay. But until then, here's another episode of Cooking with Camden.
Today, I lose my man card. We're making pumpkin spice waffles. Guys, we have to admit, pumpkin spice is actually really, really good. So we're gonna jump on the bandwagon here and make some pumpkin spice waffles. So the first thing we need to do is get our wet ingredients together.
The room was completely black. I hugged her and she hugged back. Like the sailor
Ooh, that was gross.
Ain't that a hole in a bowl?
We're gonna go ahead and whisk it. Just keep whisking. It smells like fall. All right, so now what we need to do is get our dry ingredients together. Right here we have a bowl of 1.5 cups of flour, half a teaspoon of nutmeg, a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of cinnamon, a tablespoon of baking powder, not baking soda. Don't be a dummy, use baking powder. Whip up some egg whites. Put it on medium-high heat, or put it on medium-high speed until you get some soft peaks.
Like the fellow once said, ain't that a kick in the...
So soft peaks, they're just barely kind of standing up on their own. Fold them in like that, just nice and nice, everybody. You don't want to make a mess, especially when it's not your kitchen, because Reese will get mad at me.
My head keeps spinning. I go to sleep and keep grinning. If this is just the beginning, my life is gonna be.
So now you know how to make pumpkin spice waffles. You're welcome.
Pumpkin anything is what makes fall so perfect, and those pumpkin waffles were absolutely amazing.
Definitely the breakfast of champions. And as we head towards the end of season that celebrates these glorious gourds, one of the best things about all things pumpkin is the creativity and perfection some people put into making a jack-o'-lantern.
The Guts Pumpkin Carving Competition was last Saturday at BB&T Ballpark. Here's Cassidy with more.
3, 2, 1, carve.
Guts started as a small team-building competition among friends. Now it's grown into a huge community event showcasing the amazing talents of some crafty carvers.
No, we do this as kind of like a yearly tradition for the firm. I think this may be like the 5th or 6th year that we're doing it.
This is our 4th or 5th year doing this, and then the last 2 years we've placed 3rd, so we're hoping to at least place this year, but it's always fun either way.
Yeah, I mean, this is my first time doing this kind of stuff, but I think it'll be fun. It'll be fine.
I was more nervous, but then we started to practice. So
yeah, we had
I felt a little more confident.
We had a sacrificial pumpkin, so that helped us get our nerves out.
Participants say this is a great opportunity to show off their skills, all while raising money for a worthy cause.
I think it's a great event. I think it goes to an amazing cause, and I'm glad to see so many people come out and enjoy this, and we're going to have a lot of fun.
This event raises money for the Make-A-Wish Foundation, which helps kids like May, who is battling a rare blood disease.
I'm just excited that everybody's here and that they will start carving in a few minutes, and that I wish that everybody here will buy pumpkin.
I'm Cassidy, reporting for The Buzz.
From corn mazes to pumpkin patches, there are so many events in our area to celebrate the fall season. My favorite part of October is the changing leaves and perfect weather, but some people love this month because of Halloween.
Now, the spookiest holiday of the year is on Tuesday, and since I'm known to be a little bit of a scaredy cat, I am perfectly fine with staying home and passing out candy.
Now, I can handle anything creepy crawly, but when it comes to a haunted hayride, I'm out. It's crazy how different people can be scared of different things. Grayson's here for the science behind why we're scared.
From haunted trails to scary movies, your brain is controlling the adrenaline rush you may experience. Some people respond with fight or flight, while others come back for more. So why are we afraid of maybe clowns or the dark?
So fear is an emotion like any other emotion that we have as humans. Maybe what we're talking about is why do some people have anxiety or more fear than what is the normal response?
In our brains, the area called the amygdala controls all of our feelings and emotions. When it recognizes fear, it immediately responds with danger. Our prefrontal cortex protects it from responding fully all of the time.
The neurotransmitter sends hormones through our body like adrenaline or cortisol, and our heart rate goes up, our blood pressure goes up, and that's that thrill.
When you're watching a scary movie or riding a roller coaster, your brain can tell you're not actually in danger.
So we don't really know why. We say some people are hardwired, they like that feeling, and other people say, I don't really like that fight or flight, I don't really like scary movies.
Fort Mill student Abby Anderson has first-hand experience with fear, and for her job is actually trained to get your heart racing.
So I work at Carowinds, but right now it's Scarewinds, and the goal of Scarewinds is to scare people. For Scarewinds, we actually had this thing called Scare School, and we go and they teach us like all these different types of scares, like to efficiently scare somebody.
So whether you're a scaredy cat or a horror movie addict, remember it's your brain making all the decisions. I'm Grayson, reporting for The Buzz.
Okay, I'm not much of a blood and guts person. I mean, I won't pass out at the sight of blood, but I'm not super thrilled about the whole concept.
Just tell yourself that not all blood is bad. Some of us on Monday will have the opportunity to give the gift of life at the annual blood drive.
You must be 17 years old, over 110 pounds, and have pre-registered with Coach Merritt. On the day you give blood, make sure you eat a great breakfast and drink plenty of fluids to stay hydrated. All the blood donated during the drive stays right here in our community to help those in need.
In Charlotte, people are finding out of the ordinary ways to give back to the community. There's a bus that's much more than just your typical mode of transportation. Here's Lauren with more.
There are over 3,000 homeless people here in the streets of Charlotte. That's over 3,000 people unable to enjoy something we take for granted every day, showering. But what if I told you there's a way to bring the shower to them?
I'm a bus driver for the city of Charlotte, and one problem that we had individuals that appeared to be homeless, and they smell. And so the bus drivers or passengers really wanted them off the bus.
To fix this problem, Deborah plans to take an old city bus and renovate it with showers and laundry facilities for the homeless.
As a bus driver, I said that would be a perfect thing for us to do.
Deborah not only wants to clean up the streets of Charlotte, she also wants to make a statement about an important social issue.
If you know your history, the civil rights movement started on a bus when Rosa Parks wouldn't get up from her seat. I wanted us to take our rightful place as doers for social justice.
Deborah is currently raising money to buy a bus, but she also needs products for her hygiene bags.
Anything, when you get up and take a shower, any kind of product that you use to take your shower or to put on your clothes and all that, that's what we need.
With the help of donations, Shower Bus is projected to become a reality within the year. I'm Lauren, reporting for The Buzz.
Well, I think that's all we have for this week's show. If you want to be featured or have any feedback, be sure to tweet us using the hashtag #RivalryBuzz. Also, be sure to join us tonight here at Bob Jones Stadium for the game against NAFO.
Camden and Abby will be back next week with another great show for you guys. But until then, I'm Thart.
And I'm Lane.
Have a great weekend and go Jackets.
Oh, hey! Hey, everyone!
This is weird. Happy Wednesday. I already did.
Shower to them. Ah! Why did they do that?
What do you challenge Camden to?
Waffle off.
Cameron, what do you have to say about this?
I'm scared. You should be.
Carl's? I am pretty dedicated. Nope, I'd say this.
And think straws.
I don't know how to sell that. Like, I'm not.
You know you're not getting money for.
I really don't like this right now.
Sounding.
Gourds. Glorious gourds.
Who has ever heard the word gourds? That's not a thing.